Hello and welcome to another glass of cava with me, Sandy. Today I have got two guests instead of one, and we are highlighting a subject that is very close to my heart, CUDECA, as you can see. But this is the Children's Palliative Care Hospice in Benalmagna. Let's go back. When Joan Hunt, Dr. Marissa Martin, and Susan Hanna started CUDECA, which I think was in 1992. They raised the money slowly, slowly, and then Joan Hunt decided that she would sell her house and build a little house on a plot of land alongside the hospice. And she stayed there until she left us. But her dream and her wish was that when she was no longer, her little house needed to be redesigned and changed to become a children's palliative care hospice, the first one along the coast or even in Spain, because there are no other children's palliative care hospices. There are hospitals but for children, but no hospices. This is the first and only, and it's by CUDECA. So about 3 years ago, I did a program with Dr. Marissa Martin, and they were trying to raise €1 million so that they can build this little hospice. They achieved it. She is my friend, but I still call her Dr. Marissa Martin. She has allowed me to come back now and speak to. There is Dr. Anna, who I spoke with 3 years ago. I think it's about 3 years ago. And but today we're speaking with Juan Del Campo, who's the psychologist, and also Elisa Romero, who is the palliative nurse. And they're going to tell me and tell you how they care for very sick children with rare diseases, bad illnesses, and cancer. The palliative care hospice is not only for cancer patients, and they work not only with the patients, but they work with the families as well. It's a journey for everybody. I have seen pictures of what the Children's Palliative Care Hospice at CUDECA looks like, which I'm going to share with you during the program. But in the meantime, why don't we meet the psychologist and also the nurse? Elise, hello, hola,
Hello.
and to Juan, hello, hola, and
Hello.
hello, nice to see you. And I love your background and I love your chameleon. I'm wearing the flower from CUDECA. Um, Initially, CUDECA wanted to make both the children and the parents and the family feel like the hospice is a home, not a hospital. And you know what? From the pictures that I have seen, you've achieved that because it's just so warm and friendly. It is not looking like a hospital at all. Now, Juan, you are a psychologist. How did you train to be a psychologist in palliative care for children?
Well, the first step obviously is to study psychology, and I did that in Granada. And after that, I did a specialization in palliative care and oncology. And I worked for 2 years at the Spanish Association Against Cancer, and then I came to CUDECA and started in the adult part of the palliative care. And I did some training in some specific areas, but also I have a background of working with children in other activities such as summer camps and other activities. And when they started to to make the team, I was chosen, and since then, obviously the experience, since I've been working here with children and also and other courses and training have brought me here to this moment.
You are so young, and yet you've got so much knowledge in that little head of yours. You are a palliative nurse,
Yeah.
and
Um,
you are part of the team.
yes, I'm part of the pediatric team now in this moment, but I am working. I've been working for CUDECA for more than 20 years, but only in when our founder, John Hunt, proposed to create a palliative, pediatric palliative care, is in that moment when I start with the children, with the new project. Okay?
We were so blessed because I knew Joan Hunt
Yeah.
33
Wow.
years ago,
Yeah.
and I've seen you as well when I have been to CUDECA.
Yeah.
Because to CUDECA, although I am very blessed, I don't have any immediate families who have been with cancer, but I feel like CUDECA is part of my family, very close to my heart.
That's so nice of
Now,
you to
Yeah.
say that. Yeah.
it's now a team. I know that about 3 years ago, I interviewed Dr. Anna,
Yeah.
and she was quite amazing because she didn't speak any English. And she then learned everything by heart. And when we did the interview, we were all amazed because she did everything in English, and we all looked, and I said to her, "But I thought that you didn't speak English." And she said, "Well, I learned everything for you." And so
Yeah.
thank you,
Yeah.
Dr. Anna. And I'm so pleased you are still with now such a bigger team. One, tell me about the team that you have got.
Okay, now after 3 years, we have now a full team. We have obviously Anna is the pediatrician, Elisa the nurse, and the psychologist. We have Lorena as our social worker. We have Carolina, physiotherapist, and also we have some other therapists that help us sometimes, such as music therapy and animal assisted therapies as well.
That's just amazing. I'm going to come back to that because when Joan wanted to start it, she wanted one room,
Mhm.
just one bed. Has that been achieved yet?
There was this idea by John that was like the beginning of everything and the beginning of this project. But then we have to take a step back and start from scratch. The first step was to establish the home care program, and that was when Anna came to Gudeca and she started all the first phases of this project to speak with the hospitals and to set everything up. And then we gathered the team. I came, Lorena, Elisa as well. And for the first, I think, 1 year and a half, 2 years, we only started working at homes. We started visiting patients at home, and then it came a moment when we thought that we did a very good job. We were doing a really great job at home, doing very good attention and assistance, but we thought that there was something else and there was more that we could do. So before doing this room or this house like a hospice for the families, we thought that maybe we could complement the home assistance with the patients coming here for the morning, for the afternoon, and have some therapies here. So that's why before the hospice, we begin the second phase of this project that is the day unit. Uh, that is where we are here right now with our beautiful chameleon. So
Yes.
right now we have the full home visiting program established. We are running now a lot of therapies, a lot of activities here. And the third phase, I imagine it will be this house, this space, this hospice for the children, but we will have to wait a little bit more.
Small baby steps. It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
little by little. In 3 years, you achieved so much already. And now when you're bringing from the home service to coming to the hospice here, you are enabling the children to mix with other children, for the parents to mix and to be able to discuss how they feel. So they not only have got you holding their hands, but they've got other parents to talk to, and the children have got other friends. And it's not just for cancer, it's for rare diseases, it's for illnesses, very bad illnesses, but they're all together. They don't feel like they are very different. And this is what you have achieved in 3 years, which to me is just magic,
Yeah,
really.
for us as well, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I don't know, and this is where I'm asking you, how does music, because I've got a wonderful picture of somebody playing the guitar with the kids around, how does music benefit the children? How does it help them?
Our children come here. We have different objective with them, but the most important thing is try to get for them a time uh, in which they can enjoy, because the most important thing for the children is play is to play, sorry, is try to share with another children in the same condition. Sometimes we have children with very complex disease, like cerebral palsy is, or rare disease, and the communication sometimes is very difficult, and through the music we can get this benefit. It's a time for enjoy, it's a time to play with another children, it's a time to rest or to get attention in another way that is not the illness.
Music has always been, because I've
Yeah,
been in music all my life,
Yeah,
yeah,
and music has always been, it settles you, it relaxes you, it gives you peace, it gives
yeah,
you happiness. You want
yeah,
to dance, you want to move around.
yeah,
It just makes you feel, even if it's a bad day, you put on a piece of music and
yeah,
suddenly, oh, that
Mhm.
makes me smile, sonrisa.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
It just helps. So it helps the children and it helps the families as well. And
yeah.
this, it takes away the pressure, the pain, and the trauma that they're all going through.
yeah,
Hmm.
Now,
indeed.
there is another picture which I love, and that is, it looks like a little jacuzzi and it's
Oh,
got
yeah,
holes in it. Tell me one about that little jacuzzi bath,
yeah.
because I
Well,
think I got two pictures and I think that there is a story to it.
yeah. I think that this jacuzzi, as as you say, it's probably the star of our unit. It's the the is in the all-star team for sure. Well, it was actually that jacuzzi. It was the first step of this project because, as we told you before, when we were establishing that home program, and we started to do some brainstorming about what else can we do. One of the first idea was actually to bring someone to that jacuzzi and see what happens. Yeah. So we chose one of our patients, Raul, who was 21 at that moment, and he has a very, very, very rare disease, which he's the only one in Spain who is diagnosed with it, and there's only, I think, 20 children in the world with that. And one of the main symptoms is the agitation. He's always agitation, he's always moving, and also his sleep pattern is completely lost. So you can imagine what does that does mean for family, not being able to rest, not being able to sleep, having to look after all of our needs, having to work at the next day and the next and the next and the next. So we thought, okay, let's bring Raul and his mom. Let's put some music on because music has to be present. Obviously, music is magic and we need that magic here. And we add some soft lighting and we create a very special moment, and it was magical because for one moment we have her mom holding Raul in the bath, singing to him, and the look of Raul in that moment was pure love, pure calm, and it was amazing. It was amazing for us as a team who were I I very big jaw dropping, and then for them it was very special because after that day they could all sleep, they could all rest like they hadn't done in years. So it was amazing. It was truly amazing, and we get emotional, remember
Yeah.
it, and it was the first step. And then we thought, okay, this was really special, so maybe we can use this jacuzzi with different objectives. For example, you talk about these balls, color balls, and we have, for example, this objective for the jacuzzi to be a playful space, so it can be used for having a little play at the time, like a funny bath time with mom, with dad, but also it can help us for doing some physiotherapy in the water, for combining music therapy and the jacuzzi. So it is really, really, really amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the one picture which is slightly darker, it looks like a little nightclub.
Yeah, we have we have had some disco music there as well. It's
Does the color of the lights change?
yeah, they
Yeah.
change. We have different projections. We have, for example, the sky through stars. We have some planets. We have the lights of different colors. We try to adapt to the objective of that specific activity we are doing.
That to me was just an amazing picture. And when the viewers look at that picture, I am sure that they're all going to have a big smile the way I had when I saw it. And there is another, um, and I don't know who it is, I don't know her name, but it looks like it's in the kitchen. The blue gloves that normally nurses put on, and it looks like I remember from nursery school, and that goes back a long time. You used to put the gloves and then water in the gloves, and then the water comes out the top. Is that
Yeah,
what is happening with her?
I think so. I don't know. I
Because that
don't
was
know.
another game that
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
remember at nursery school we
yeah,
used to do.
yeah. Probably. Yeah, it was the same.
and
Yeah.
it just shows what you can do just with a pair of gloves. So you don't need expensive things. Yes,
Mm.
the bath is expensive,
Yeah,
but the
it's
balls and the music and the gloves you can do with so many little things. You can make a bad day into a good day. Now,
yeah.
Yeah.
give me an idea of the age group that you look after children, Elise.
Yeah.
Babies to slightly older? How old do they start with you?
We have different, the range of the age of our children is very different. So we try to connect children with the same range of age, like baby groups or adolescents group. So we try to do this combination to put in contact the children and their families. And we try to create the same objective for them. For instance, uh, take a session to have a session of art therapy or to have a play session. to get that the children can enjoy this moment. We care for children uh, from the moment of the birth until 18. For that reason, the range of the age is very different. Even sometimes we give support when the baby is in the pregnancy moment. Is this? Because when we can think that that baby can have a complex illness after the birth or advanced palliative illness, we start to give support that family even in that moment,
But
previous to
even
that.
even when the baby is still in the
It's,
mother,
yeah,
you are still in the womb before the
yeah,
baby has been born, and you
yeah,
know that there is going to be something really wrong with the baby.
yeah,
That's when you start with the palliative care to the parents.
yeah.
That is incredible. I didn't know that at all. So that
In
is
that
when
moment,
somebody like Dr. Anna will be hearing
yeah,
about this baby, and
yeah,
then you take over with her.
yeah, because in that moment it's very important that in that case the mother of the family receive the information about the kind of illness that the baby can have, and the emotional support is very important to prepare the family for that moment,
Sure.
that it will be a very difficult moment.
It's not easy for any mother to have a child who is not healthy. And but to know that CUDECA are there holding the parents' hands and preparing them emotionally to help them so that
Hmm.
they are not alone. They've
Yeah,
got professional people. The minute the baby is born, the
yeah.
baby is getting help, but not only the baby, they are getting help. And you are
Hmm.
preparing them all the way through. This is quite wonderful. And CUDECA are the only palliative care for children in all of Spain. So, you have started something right from the very beginning and giving so much help, which is
Hmm.
just, it's a very special, it's a very special job that you are doing. And it's
Hmm.
teamwork. I know it's teamwork. You're working
Yeah,
all together,
yeah.
but it then becomes like one, just one, because you all know what is going on with everybody. Now, Juan, when you spoke about the young man who hadn't had much sleep and was very anxious, what age did you say he was?
21.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
why my
yeah,
ears pricked up and I wondered. So you do have patients that are over 18 if it really
yes.
is important?
Yeah, because sometimes what happens is that we have this kid that has this rare disease that as long as he is in the pediatric age, he will be supported by the pediatricians of the social security and all of that resources. The thing is that when they grow up, they when they get 18 here in Spain, they don't usually get the specific attention that they require. And for example, Raul, when he was 18, he started attention by the adult team of CUDECA, the palliative care of CUDECA. But the thing is that these kids, even though they may be 18 years old, 20, 21, 27 in some cases, their main illness is still a pediatric disease. And the needs are the needs of a pediatric disease. And obviously the adult teams are not ready and they don't have the resources of to provide the family and these children of what they need. That's why when the pediatric team started, Raul came back to us, even though he was 20 years old at that moment.
Hmm.
When he is there with the younger children, they it doesn't make any difference, or do you really see him as a one-to-one?
Well, there's really no difference, but Elisa told you that sometimes when we do group activities like therapies activities, well, when it's a therapy we're still speaking about, maybe we don't mix with this age gap, kids with this age gap that big. But for example, when we do some other activities like Christmas party, trip to the beach, or whatever we make up, we mix them all together because what it's important is that they can share these experiences with other families, other kids, and we believe that the age is not that important in these cases. But it is true that when we are speaking about therapies, it's not only about the age, but about the abilities they have, because you know these rare diseases or the children we have sometimes they have some disabilities. So we need to be sure that when we mix kids in a therapy, that they have more or less the same level of disability, so we can make the most out of it.
Work in the mornings and the afternoons? Are some of the children at school and then they come to you in the afternoons?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because our children, even with their illness, the majority of them can go to the specific schools for them. And normally they have her lessons, her activities in the morning. For that reason, we receive the children here in CUDECA one afternoon in the week, today on Monday, and 2 mornings, on Wednesday and Friday in the morning.
I am going to come, if I'm allowed, to come one Friday and
Yeah,
Yeah.
please
be
do.
a little bird just looking in to see what you do,
Wow,
because I
we'll be
would like
happy.
that.
We'll be
Yes,
Yes,
happy to.
it will
I
be
would
a
be allowed
pleasure.
to come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Now, tell me, you give respect, you give dignity, you give passion, you give so much of yourselves. The entire team do. How does it affect you on a bad
Mm,
day? Do you take it home and, or are you able to separate, like doctors are able to see their patients during the day, but when they go home, it's home. Are you able to do that as well?
Probably when you don't know what is exactly our job, um, it seems a little hard. And really is a little hard. But in another way, we need emotional and psychological support and learning to cope with this situation. Our objective is try to get the best quality of life for the children and for the family. Try to create a good days for them, even as part of our job is try to create this magic moment, even when they are receiving the therapies, because we try to combine you said previously, different therapies like the music therapy, the art therapy, with the objective of the medical team to get symptom control, try to get the best quality in general of quality of life for them. So grateful. The objective for us that is very
It
Yeah,
yeah,
makes your heart feel good because you
yeah,
yeah,
can see how much
yeah.
they love, how much they smile, how happy they are, because it's it's a lovely place and you're doing so much for them. And then the parents see that as well. And you're giving the parents a little bit of a rest because they are watching you work with the children.
The
One,
support that we can give is more than the difficulties that we have to manage. You have.
Yes. It's a very big job you are doing. I mean, it's not a job for you. It is giving of yourselves, giving your knowledge and giving the love that you have got, that you are sharing, and you are getting it back in different ways from them.
Yeah.
You're gonna make us blush, Sandy.
No, no,
With your
I
beautiful
don't
voice.
believe that at all. But it is true. I've seen it from afar. One, just tell me how psychologically you work with, say, a 5-year-old.
Mhm. Well, uh, I could say that it depends on the disease this 5-year-old have. So, for example, when we're speaking about a kid without cognitive dysfunction and who has an standard development and brain development, the work is more focused on different activities that can include games, the music, and it's not about sitting with the kid and okay, let's speak about how you're feeling because this is really serious, no? And the kids don't engage with that. So I use everything I can to get to this kid. It can be music, it can be magic because I'm a magician as well, and I use it
Yeah.
every day on this job, and it's about creating this bond with the kid, and through this bond we can work with his emotions and with all of that. But we need first to establish this bond with anything you can. So then after that, it's more about building that bond, earning their trust, and to work with the families as well, and create this bond with the whole family. And on the other hand, we have these kids who has disabilities, which in that case, it's even more difficult to sit and talk because I have to find an indirect way, if you could call it that way, through the family. In this case, the family is even more important because I work with them to try to create the best environment for that kid so we can ensure that he or she is safe, it's quiet, it's calm, is stimulated as well. So it's very difficult, no, sorry, different uh, in both cases. So we try to adapt as this chameleon here. So we adapt to the to the kid and family. Yeah.
The children that you have got as patients, they don't get anything like this in an ordinary hospital. They are so blessed to be able to get this from you because if there wasn't CUDECA, if there wasn't this system, service, whatever you want to call it, organization, this caring, they would just be in a hospital. And in a hospital, it is, I don't even want to think about it because it is no life and it's no life for the parents either. So CUDECA is doing so much and you are part of the so much, you and Anna's team. And this is, I was going to say magic, but I'm not going to say magic because I don't know what trick you're going to do for me. Maybe you could make me young.
Yeah. I don't think you need it, but
You can try. You can try. We'll discuss it when I come one Friday morning.
yeah, we will.
Now, have you got volunteers that help? Volunteers from your area? Do you only work with the Malaga area or do you work further out? Because Benalmadena is in the Malaga area. Do you work with children further out that come to you or is it only that section at the moment?
Well, we covered the area of the province of Malaga from Fuengirola to Estepona, Manilva, all the Costa del Sol,
At the end of the
yeah,
province. Right.
until Cádiz. which will be the border, and then up north we cover until Ronda, which is and all the villages around. So we have the two programs as well. We do home care visits to Stepona, Ronda, Marbella as well, and also they come here for these activities.
What about the volunteers? You've got people who come in to assist you?
Yeah, we have volunteers here. When John Hunt founded CUDECA, he brought the English model of helping the community, and I think she really did a great job because CUDECA now has more than 1,000 volunteers for all the programs. So when we started the pediatric project, we started doing some training to these volunteers who were already doing activities with the with the adult patients. And now we have a group of volunteers who came here every week to these activities and help us with the best of their abilities. Some volunteers do, for example, massage. Some help us with art activities. So yeah, we have a very big group of volunteers who assist us as well.
Well, all this takes money.
Mhm.
And I say to people, CUDECA needs donations. It doesn't matter if it's just a few euros, but it doesn't work without donations. And it's not only the money, it's being part of the CUDECA family. Because once you're giving money in, you're giving something of yourself. And we want, and I say we because I feel that I'm still very much part of CUDECA, we want people to not to just give a donation, but to feel that they can come and give you something of themselves. If they're good at something, share it with you.
For
You
sure.
know, this is the way I see to to help.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
we are nearly at the end when I have been picking your brains and picking your brains. And I just want to say thank you for all that you have shared, all your knowledge, and the way that you have dealt with and deal with all the children, the parents, the families, and also I'm sure you deal with the brothers and sisters of the children that are pretty sick, no matter what their illness is. Because if the one child is sick and one or two or three in the family are not, they don't always understand. And I'm sure that you deal with that psychologically as well. And there is
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
difference of dealing with them as a difference of dealing with the parents too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So thank you, both of you. But before I end, I have a very big thank you to Dr. Marissa Martin for letting
Yeah.
me share the time with you. Also
Yeah.
to Anna and the rest of the team, who I don't know yet, but I will know once I come to you on Friday morning.
Yeah.
But there is another angel, because Joan was an angel. We have
Mhm.
got another angel,
Mm.
Dr. Yusuf Hamid and his wife Farida, whom I know well. And they are incredible supporters of CUDECA. And for that, I say, CUDECA are so, so blessed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are.
Thank you to
Yeah.
everybody. Thank you both. And Elise, you said that your English was not very good. Well, I want to tell you, it's better than my Spanish.
We try have a training because it's necessary for us to talk about our project. So it's a
You have,
training for me that
you have
We
done
coming.
get better.
extremely well. And I say, thank you for being with me. Thank you, Juan. And I look
Thank
forward
you.
to seeing you. And to
Yeah.
my viewers, I say, I am sure that you have found this as interesting as I have. And if you feel at any time you would like to share some of your knowledge or some of your art or anything that you think may help the children's palliative care, please contact CUDECA, contact Juan, contact Elise, and share what you can to give them an extra bit of help. You may be able to teach somebody how to knit. You may be able to do something to play a game that they're not playing at the moment. There are so many things that you can do. And if you've got any horses, I know from other sides of illnesses that horses are a very good way. Animals are a very good way of working with children. So there are so many different ways. If you've got, make contact with CUDECA. In the meantime, I say thank you to you both and thank you to my viewers, and I shall see you again soon. In the meantime, take care. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Bye.
much.